Hello everyone, my name is Josh Agelke with Mortgage Connection and Mortgages Made Easy. We are here today to talk about the Purchase Plus Improvements mortgage. I said we because I've brought some backup with me. My good friend and colleague Colin Ward, as well as my sister and colleague Leah Agelke.
So Purchase Plus Improvements comes in really handy when you think you found the perfect home, but it's not quite perfect yet. If you found the home that, everything about it's great, but it needs a garage, or maybe the kitchen needs to be renovated, maybe the furnace is getting really, really old, the roof needs to be replaced, maybe the shag carpets. Are shag carpets still back in style?
We'll have to agree to disagree.
Okay, yeah, maybe the carpets need to be redone. There's a lot of options there for you, so if you found that home and it needs a little bit of work to get it to where you want it to be, we can add the cost of that into the mortgage. The standard rule is either whichever is lower, $40,000 or 10% of the purchase price. There is room to go above that, but those are the standard guidelines. So if you want to add that garage into that mortgage, the garage is going to cost you $30K, we can add that on top. I need to improve my hair right now.
So what does this look like when you're applying for a mortgage? So let's say that you went out shopping, you found that almost perfect home, and you agreed to a purchase price of $380,000. So we've got a $380,000 purchase price, and maybe you wanted to develop the basement for $20,000. So we've got a $380,000 purchase price plus a $20,000 improvement, now giving us a total of $400,000. What we would need is we would need to get a quote for that $20,000 from a contractor, which clearly outlines the scope of the work to be completed as well as the cost. And then we would add that to the $380,000, giving us a total, in the eyes of the bank, basically a total purchase price of $400,000. So you'd have to plan for your down payment accordingly. You're not gonna have 5% of $380,000, you're gonna have 5% of the total being $400,000.
Let me get this straight. You're gonna give me more money than I need to buy this house? Vegas! Maybe Stampede. But that's not the case, unfortunately. So in a Purchase Plus Improvements, the bank's gonna give you enough money at closing to purchase the house. They're gonna give the lawyer the rest of the money, and he's gonna hold on to it in his trust account. The purchaser is gonna have to do the renovations on their own, pay the contractors to get that completed. Then we're gonna have to get it inspected to make sure that work is done to the level that you told the bank. When all that is approved, then the lawyer is going to release those funds and reimburse you. Now, that sounds a bit complicated sometimes, but occasionally we can find a contractor that's willing to wait 90 days or until after the work is completed to get paid. And then they can get that approval from the bank, and the lawyer can direct those funds immediately right to the builder or contractor. And that works very, very well sometimes. Now, there's got to be some other tips here. You guys have any ideas that we can make this a little simpler?
I've run into the odd time where a client has maybe had that quote, like I said, for $20,000, and maybe the renovations ultimately came in at $15,000. So they saved some money, and now there's $5,000 still left sitting in the lawyer's trust account. Well, what happens with that money? So what will happen in that case is the $15,000 would then get reimbursed to either you or the contractor, wherever the money is owed, and the additional $5,000 would get paid down to the principal balance of the mortgage. So it would come directly off your balance that's outstanding with the bank or mortgage lender.
To our realtor partners, if you've got clients who are doing a Purchase Plus Improvements mortgage, it's a really good idea to include additional viewings right in the contract. We do suggest having 2. That way, if the contractor needs to get in to be able to work out a quote, or if the clients need to do measurements, that allows them to access into the property, no concerns that they won't be able to get in, so that they've got the right information in order to get those quotes for us.
And another issue that comes up is we have a lot of handy people around that want to do the renovations themselves. In this case, the lender generally will only fund the cost of the materials to renovate your house. So when you're getting a quote, instead of getting a quote for labor plus materials, you're going to be going to a store and getting a quote for the materials only. And then we can include that amount of money into the mortgage.
Thank you very much for watching. We'd ask that if you like this video, please like, subscribe, share it with a friend. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments box below. There's a lot of moving parts to the Purchase Plus. There's certainly more than your standard mortgage. We are happy to help you, as all mortgage brokers are. Please choose a mortgage broker. Thank you very much for watching.